Lamar Odom was winning. And then he went on national TV and said something about Khloé Kardashian that had everybody asking, what is wrong with this man? I started this documentary the other night, immediately fell asleep because I was exhausted. I turned it back on the next day while I was cooking, and to be honest with you, I could not stop watching. I even turned on the captions so that I wouldn't miss anything. That's how good this documentary is. It's the perfect watch for men, women, and especially couples. Because if he loves sports and she loves the Kardashians, nobody is falling asleep. You get Lamar growing up in Queens, his rise with the Lakers, 2 championships, and some things about the Kobe and Shaq situation behind the scenes that I was not expecting to see in a Lamar Odom documentary. But there it was, him meeting Khloé, their marriage, and then the moment that almost ended everything. This man survived 6 heart attacks and 12 strokes. And he is walking around today, talking clearly today, with no physical ailments that are obvious or speech impediments, like 6 heart attacks and 12 strokes, y'all. And that is not a spoiler. That is just how serious this story was. Khloé agreed to do this documentary as a favor. Netflix told her they could not make the film without her. She was not paid a penny. She went on camera and told her story. How she dropped everything when she got the call. How she became his legal medical decision maker, even though they were going through a divorce at the time. Stayed with him for 4 months while he was in the hospital. And moved him into a house that was nearby so she could be close to him during his recovery. Y'all, the girl showed up. Part of what she also shared was what happened when she walked into the hospital room. She said Lamar Odom's father, Joe, was ready to take him off life support. And she said that all Joe wanted was a hotel room, $100, and some shoes. And then he left and he never came back. Khloé stayed. So when Jenna and Chanel directly asked Lamar, did Khloé save your life? The internet was ready to hear him give her flowers. Everybody was ready, myself included. And his first response was, take a look.
I have to say, after watching this documentary, she stood by your side. She saved your life. Do you feel that way?
In some ways, God saved my life. My Lord saved my life.
That was the first moment where everybody said, okay, we get it. We get it. God is really good. God did save your life. We get it. But in that same interview, Lamar Odom questioned what Khloé said about his father publicly in the documentary.
One of the things that broke my heart for you in the documentary was the moment where she revealed that your dad wanted to take you off life support.
Yeah. You know, I was knocked out and sleep at that time, but, you know, if you know Joe Odom, I don't think that's something that would ever come out of his mouth. He was my, biggest fan. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know where that got caught and mistranslated.
You feel like that's not the truth?
I mean, I just
Or you'd like to believe that's not the truth?
I mean, I just can't see him ever doing that.
And that's what set everything off. The internet came for him immediately. Ungrateful, disrespectful. How dare you? How do you sit on national television and minimize the woman who showed up for you when your own father walked out of the hospital for a hotel room and $100? And she was already done with you. She had already filed for a divorce, and you're deciding to sit on national TV and give her no credit? Okay. Everybody was done, myself included. And then Khloé, she was in her feels. She got on her podcast, Khloé in Wonderland, and she said exactly how she felt.
Now Lamar is doing press. Annoyed with me.
I can't stand it.
Claiming or insinuating that I'm a liar. You're not now going to shit on me or now play in my face because you don't like the reaction and the response from the public. Well, and then I even said when I left, well, Lamar can take out anything he doesn't like. Like, I feel so dumb. I spent hours in time doing this documentary as a favor. I'm not paid 1 penny.
What do you want to get off your chest?
The bridge is burned and I have no more rope left to throw over. Period.
She said she absolutely felt played. If you watch the clip from the Today Show, understandable. Very understandable. So I was about to go and make a video off of it because, once again, I love the documentary. And then I saw the press run. I saw Lamar's reactions, and I was going to make a video directly in line with how all of us were feeling. But then I kept watching. Because in a separate interview on ABC, someone asked him about Kobe Bryant being at that hospital with Khloé, helping Khloé make a decision about him receiving a treatment. And when they asked Lamar about that moment, he didn't just overflow with praise for Kobe either. And it shocked me because I thought, man, he's not even giving Kobe love.
It was Khloé and Kobe Bryant who were in the hospital room when you needed to have basically this life-saving surgery. But
He was the ultimate teammate on and off the court. A couple of my teammates were there to show their support. And I think, the support from people and the support from God is what got me through that.
He said the love that he was getting from everybody is what pulled him through. From all of his teammates, everybody. And that stopped me. It stopped me from doing a Lamar Odom bashing video because that is a pattern. Like every single time someone asks this man to give credit to one specific person, he pulls back and he acknowledges the group, or he acknowledges God, or he acknowledges the entire village. Not just Khloé, not just Kobe Bryant, everybody who was there. He acknowledges everybody. And then in his ABC News interview, he said he's ready to tell Khloé he's sorry for all of the pain that he caused her. That's not a man with no conscience. That's not a man who doesn't realize what Khloé did for him. Here is where I landed. I think what we watched in that Today interview wasn't a man trying to erase Khloé Kardashian from his story. I think we watched a man who just is not built to perform his gratitude on a morning show couch. And in a world where everything is clipped and posted in 30 seconds, that cost him badly. Does that excuse how Khloé Kardashian felt? No. She showed up when she did not have to. Every woman in America understands and believes that Khloé deserves her flowers. But does that make Lamar Odom the villain everybody decided he was after one interview? I'm not so sure anymore. And this is the point. We as people, I'm also including myself, we are so fast to pick a side. Pick one. So fast to decide who the bad guy is based on just one clip, one answer, 30 seconds. And sometimes the truth is that you just have two people who went through something incredibly painful together, and they're both expressing it differently 10 years later. Sometimes. Go watch the documentary on Netflix. It's so good. Form your own opinion and then come back and tell me what you think. I genuinely want to know where you land on this. I'll talk to you soon, or I'll see you later, whichever one is first.